Every morning, without fail, a water bearer set out from his master's house. A long pole across his shoulders, a large clay pot hanging from each end. The walk to the stream was long, downhill through dry scrubland. The morning still cool, birds moving in the tamarind trees, the dust soft under his feet. He would fill both pots at the stream and then begin the long walk back. Uphill now, the pots heavy, the sun climbing. One of the pots was perfect, smooth and whole. It arrived at the master's house each morning exactly as full as it had left the stream. The other pot had a crack, not a large crack, a hairline. A flaw so small you might not notice it unless you knew to look. But over the long walk back uphill, it leaked, steadily. Half its water gone by the time they arrived. For 2 years this went on every day. The perfect pot said nothing, as perfect things rarely do. But the cracked pot had been carrying something heavier than water for all that time. One morning by the stream, as the bearer filled them both, the cracked pot spoke. "I am ashamed of myself, and I want to apologize to you. For 2 years, every single day, I have delivered only half of what I should. Because of this crack in me, you have had to work twice as hard for half the result. I am sorry." The water bearer set down his pole and looked at the pot for a long moment. "Before we go back," he said, "I want you to look at something. Look at the path." The cracked pot looked at the path they had walked together for 2 years, the long dry slope rising up towards the master's house. And it saw something it had never noticed before. On its side of the path, only on its side, wildflowers, growing in a long, unbroken line from the stream all the way to the master's door, bright and abundant, swaying in the morning breeze. On the other side of the path, where the perfect pot had walked for 2 years, nothing, dry earth. "I knew about your crack," the bearer said, "from the very first day. So I planted seeds along your side of the path. And every morning on the way home, you watered them. For 2 years, because of you, I have been able to bring flowers to my master's table. Because of exactly this crack that you have been apologizing for." We spend so much of our lives apologizing for our cracks, the ways we fall short, the places where we leak, the gap between what we were supposed to be and what we actually are. We carry that shame for years, sometimes for a lifetime. This story asks us to look back at the path, to notice the flowers that grew, not in spite of the crack, but because of it. Your sensitivity, your tendency to feel too much, your inability to hold everything in, your need for more rest than others seem to need, your unconventional path, your late start, your unfinished edges. These are not failures of design. The bearer knew about your crack from the very first day and planted seeds. I'll leave you with one question today. What flowers have grown along your path that you have been too busy apologizing to notice? This has been The Long Thread. Ancient stories for the present moment. Tomorrow, another thread.